Hello, everybody. Actually, Hira, can you just reduce the volume on your side?
Um, like I can turn off the Facebook, like which volume?
Volume, volume.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
Yeah, I think we're good.
okay.
Okay, welcome, everybody. This is Wise and Hira again on Be Wise, Get Wise. So today's topic from our series, Realtor Success Stories, is horrors of joining the wrong brokerage.
Yeah, let's
So
make some horror faces, wise. This
some
is
might
such
argue that I
a.
don't have to make an effort, but that's okay.
We are already horror?
Um,
Horror, like we looks horror?
yeah, I used to scare my sister with my flying teeth, right? So
Yeah, well, this is very important topic actually, and as being in a marketing, I'm listening to stories of realtors every other day, and every other realtor is nowadays is looking to build a team because of now brokerages structures now coming up in nowadays, like having more people under you. There are different income streams and different ideas,
exactly.
but even then different realtors are always changing from one brokerage to another brokerage. And I ask this question always when I interview realtors, that how realtors should join and choose the right brokerage, how they will know this is the right thing for them, so that their struggle of changing and moving and flying from here and there so stops. So now this is a topic that we're going to talk about today, and Wise is going to share horrors of joining the wrong brokerage. So Wise, it's all yours. I will be more listening today, I think, and you will be sharing.
Yeah, I mean, a few things that I have noticed people, reach out to me or through different blogs and mention that, they are not satisfied with their brokerage and, for various reasons, right? It could be personal reasons, um, you know, their relationship with the team manager, right? Lead, etc. Right? So I had one instance where one lady said that the team that I'm working with spends around 10 to 12 hours in the office, but I am a mom with a 2-year-old kid, and I can't do that, right? So yeah, you need to understand that different teams work in different capacities. You need to have understanding with your team manager or broker of your accommodations, your life situations, etc. Right?
Yeah, so how many, like today, how many points or like things you want to share about that are critical?
Yeah, I mean, I have about 10 to 11 points. I will discuss that. Um, so one of the things that keeps coming up is desk fees, right? So I know that some brokerages have like a desk fee, and a franchisee fee, and a group franchisee fee, and then a national fee, right? So that's adding up, for the realtor monthly. So some brokerages that I know of and I have personally interviewed for, their monthly cost was around $400 to $600 a month, whether you do any transactions or not,
Yeah.
right? So desk fee is one key thing you have to ask, that what is the desk fee, and what are the hidden charges, right? Sometimes you sign up and nothing has been disclosed to you, right? And then suddenly you say, oh, um, there's a $200 charge for even a brokerage with no desk is charging you $200 desk fee.
No desk fee from the brokerage who has no desk.
No desk. And I'm like, what's the desk fee? Don't know. They're like, oh, this is for the software portal. I thought this was like a no desk, no office brokerage, but you're charging me $200 USD
Yeah.
for for what? oh, there's like, oh, for the software, you come into this portal, you log into this portal, and you have to pay $200 for that. Right? So you have to be very careful of interviewing the brokerage, the broker of record, and ask them about desk fee, about any software fee, any CRM fee, right? Make sure that you ask them these questions so that you don't have to face the horror of you having a bill at the end of the month and you haven't done even a single transaction,
Yeah, and then
right?
you say like, I've been haunted by my brokerage.
Exactly, exactly, right? So the other thing is access to trainings, right? So access to live trainings or is something missing nowadays in brokerages, especially after the COVID times. We are all used to the Zoom sessions, right?
Yeah.
And people, kind of gotten used to the Zoom sessions. But what happens is it might not be very effective, right? Sometimes you need to be in person for a training. You might have
Yeah.
some individual questions or different situations where you want to, discuss and get the answers to. In most brokerages that have like a portal for learning, you just have to go and search for the videos for that particular topic that you need training on, right? So which is very ineffective, at
Yeah.
least in my opinion. That's the way it is. Rather than reaching out to an expert in the brokerage about that particular topic, right? I mean, to have a disclaimer, but not all the time you can do live trainings. Like right now, we are doing this online, but at least it's a more interactive, you know, discussion, right?
Yeah, definitely. I there is pros and cons of doing like going more towards like using online and these trainings because you attend sometime with half-heartedly. You are not fully in. Maybe just you attend and you're driving or you are not fully focused, or there is no such customization. And we all are basically social enemies. I think I myself looking forward to do like in-person
In
programs,
person, right?
conferences. That's where
Yeah.
you build relationship, you enjoy those things, and you like to go. We get ready, we meet, interact with other people as well, and there is more motivation to do when it's in person. But I think like nowadays, now whatever brokerages are doing, this should be combination of both.
A combination of both is ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now let's come to leads, right? So what is your experience? Realtors, what are they telling you about leads?
Leads is not the first thing they always need. As you mentioned last time, communication, personality, negotiation. They should first know their core thing, which is real estate, and then they should be first of all themselves be presentable.
Yeah.
Their own selling skills, their own real estate knowledge, their own personality, all those things comes first because you spending and burning your money on ads and all those things. But at the end, you are the one who has to sell. We are
Yeah.
not going to sell
Absolutely.
on your behalf. We are just marketing. Our job is to spot the like opportunities and put in front of you. But now, if you are not there in yourself, not prepared, not ready, don't know the knowledge enough, and are not able to even communicate properly, and not presentable enough, and all those things that a realtor must have, then you will be burning your money. And we don't have a magic wand. It's just like we marketing your sales. So people normally do it opposite. They think that leads means deals, which is not true, and that's why they have to have some groundwork done before they start paying for these kind of solutions. So that's all, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have done all those things and you think, yeah, all you need more opportunities in front of you, then you definitely need some leads, and then you need to understand what to expect. You need to build database, you need to do follow-ups, you need to do email marketing, you need to do videos like this because you're the face of the business. If you are shy and hiding and don't want to be make videos and come up and talk about the market updates, people will not be able to see you as a local marketing like a local expert of real estate. So
No,
kind of
absolutely.
nowadays every successful business owner should have little bit marketing things in him as well. should have little bit acting things in him as well. So that's kind of thing. But that's not the first thing. Maybe second.
Absolutely. So on the leads, I just wanted to mention that um, some brokerages provide leads, some brokerages don't. So clarify with your broker of record, what is the stance on leads, and not only that, even if the leads are provided, most realtors don't know what to say,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right?
So
They don't know what to say, how to approach the lead. Uh, they come and say, "Oh, I called them, didn't pick up the phone."
yeah, then I
I
say
mean,
like
so
lead
is
generation
that
one
is
thing.
that it,
Yeah.
right?
No, like that's why the trainings are very important. Like lead gen is one thing, lead conversion is one thing, lead closing is another thing. They're different level. So my job is just doing the lead generation as a marketing agency now, and I somewhat help you a little bit on conversion side too. But now from conversion to closing, that's not in my hand. So
Yeah,
if a brokerage is doing those things, they should help you in all those things from A to Z. So
absolutely.
what is they need before, but they need
And
after, because lead generation is the middle part of the whole process somewhere.
yeah, absolutely. And that's where I think it's important to, you know, improve your skill set, right?
Yeah.
Improve your skill set about script. Are you using a script? Are you customizing the script to the
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
right? What are you going to say to a buyer or a seller
Yeah.
or a for sale by owner, right?
For
So,
sure.
so that's one topic I needed to, mention that um, although the leads question is very important to find out from your brokerage if they are providing leads
Yes.
or they are not providing leads, and if they are providing leads, what is the training and method used to convert those leads into appointments,
Yeah, for this
right?
I call we don't need leads, we need deals. So we need deals
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely, right?
So
So, actually, realtors think that leads are deals,
yeah, yeah,
right? So they're like, okay, it's like saying that you are a hunter, but then you are expecting a steak dinner without even hunting,
yeah.
right? I like to use this analogy,
That's a good one actually. Yeah, I will use that
right?
in my closing times as well.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
yeah.
there are two types of salespeople, right? One is the hunter type, one is the farmer type. Okay, one the farmer who's going to cultivate, put in the seed, have the harvest, then have the food, right? So you are either a farmer or a hunter, right? In both cases, whether you're a hunter or a farmer, you cannot expect the leads to be deals. If you
Yeah.
are expecting that, then that means you are not willing to put in the effort of either hunting or farming.
Yeah, there
You're
can be
just
yeah, there can be two things. Maybe they don't want to work, or maybe they have not been explained it in a right way. They have wrong expectation.
yeah. That's the key thing. I think is the expectation. Is the expectation to set the expectation that if I'm giving you a lead, you have to follow up within next
Yeah.
4 minutes or 5 minutes,
And then yeah,
right? And
definitely. And
then
then
you have to keep following up until you
and
get an
then
appointment.
yeah, scripting, your how you talk, how you tone, your own online presence, your branding, all those things, the follow up. Then these all things come into play to
Yeah,
have a successful lead gen campaign completed or
yeah.
having.
And this is where I want to kind of give a shout out to Yuria and her virtual assistant. So Hussein had done some work for me. He's Yuria's virtual assistant, and he was is very good at calling people, and he had a very thick skin,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
we used to call them again and again and again. And the CRM system that Julia has, it tells you, exactly when the call was made, the recording of what he said to them, how he followed up with the text message, right? So he's following up with text messages, with a call, with again a text message, call, until he is able to talk to them, until he's able to build the rapport. and then he says, "Oh, Wise, I have this person, I have this appointment for you. Can you do 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening?" I'm like, "Okay, 6 o'clock is good,
Yeah.
right?" So this way, you need to have a system in order to approach your leads and follow up on the leads, convert the leads into appointments, and appointments into sales.
Yeah,
Okay.
even then, I would say this is the best system. But of course, then there is a somebody should be willing to invest in that. You are kind of person who's willing to invest in the system. But most of the realtor, when they are new, they are maybe don't have that much budget, or they don't even have that mindset yet to understand that real estate is just like another business, and every
Mhm.
business has a marketing department. So
Yes.
what kind of business you are doing, where you want to be the marketing person yourself, a good seller, salesperson yourself, everything is you. And your job is to be the best in, to become the best in real estate, not learning these running ads and Google and the, because there, this is never ending story. I'm
Yeah.
learning these things from years, and every day there is something new. And sometimes I feel like doubt, like I'm in the right field. How much I have to
Absolutely.
learn for all the things. Like, but when realtor comes in, like, we wanna learn this, okay? Like, then I have created even some now basic training that these are the few things. Even if you wanna learn ads yourself, you can do
Yeah.
it, but that's not enough. You always will be stuck on something, or ads will be rejected. Then what you will do? That's one
Yeah.
thing. And I would say, I think like even brokerages must be having some trainings, first of all, like how to use their time efficiently. Because if you are not clear on that part, you will be start learning marketing things, because all we have limited time every day. If where we're putting those hours, minutes, or moments, that makes who we are actually. So if
Yeah.
you're start learning these things and doing in a wrong order, and their brokerages are not training you in these kind of mindset things, in time organization, energy organization, which kind of activities a realtor should be having in his calendar. So it will be very difficult for you to reach somewhere where you can reach in like maybe in a year or so. But doing the things in a wrong order and trying to be everything for everyone and learning everything, so maybe you will be 5-10 years to be somewhere in real estate. Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, so the next point I'm just going to drop is with regards to let me just cross check this, mortgage help. So a lot of people reach out to me and say that we don't have any mortgage help, right? So it's important to talk to your brokerage and see who is there for mortgages who can help you out. And we at our brokerage have one or two contacts who are dedicated contacts. So there's no point you having a client, you having a house, and then the mortgage is not being approved, right? So that's something also need to be discussed with your brokerage. The other aspect is your thoughts on this, Furia.
Yeah, definitely. I think uh, like realtors are not meant to be a mortgage broker, but the situation and the trust buyer seller has with realtor, it's like his responsibility to provide for all the things that even he by law is not his responsibility. Because if you don't have a good brokerage on your side, like from the mortgage side people, then the deal will hard, it's hard to close the deal. So you have to have those good team at your back and support and confidence that if I have a willing and a person who can afford by paying for the monthly mortgage, so that you can get him qualified. Otherwise, even if you have good leads or good buyers there, you will never be able to close them, because you would never have a good financial resource, financial team at your back end to get the deal done. So that is very, very important. And then I think not one, you need like multiple options of that for different situations as well. Yeah, for sure, no doubt about it.
That's right. So next point is USP of a brokerage. So find out the reputation of the brokerage, the brand. What is the the selling aspect of that particular brokerage, and check if they have an international recognition. Because sometimes when you are working in an as diverse city as Toronto, a lot of people are coming in from different countries. So if they have a recognition of that particular brand, yeah, is very important. So we have John here saying that finance is the key. Absolutely, John. It's important to have the mortgage broker, just by your side, just like John is. So John is a good mortgage broker. If anybody watching, wants to reach out to John, you can do that. Um, yeah. So next thing I wanted to discuss is one more thing. What was this next? Team bonus.
But I want to ask something about that. So can you just share some example about when you mentioned like the brokerage that has some international recognitions? So what do you exactly mean by that?
I'm going to do a shameless plug for SaveMax. So, so
International.
uh, yeah, so SaveMax basically has a very good international brand. So even people right now in 11 countries, including India, Pakistan, Vietnam, UAE, now US, UK, etc. SaveMax has this internationally recognized brand. So when somebody is coming in from India, they already have seen SaveMax back there, and then they have that instant recognition.
Yeah, yeah. That is like knowing factor. Like what, how people decide who to work with? They like, know, and trust. So that's kind of one of the part of it. Okay. So what's next?
What else? Oh, okay. The other thing is splits are always a challenge. So you need to understand what the splits are, whether it's a 95-5, 90-10, 80-20, 50-50, whatever the split is. You need to understand that split, and what does the split cover, right? Does it cover leads? Does it cover marketing, advertising, your signs, your business cards, etc., etc.?
More light on this one, like splits. Which kind of different splits are available right now, or famous splits? Like what are those?
Yeah, so the splits, at bigger brands, the splits are higher. Sometimes you get even 100% split. Okay, so it's some brands which they just charge you a transaction fee. So whichever brokerage you're joining, and your comfort level, you need to understand split is there for a particular reason, right? Even if you have 100% split, but you have no deals, 100% of zero is zero, right? So if a brokerage is helping you with some things, and they're saying, okay, if they're helping you with the lead and they say, okay, we want 50% of that, right? So that might be actually worth the while to eat you know half the apple than the whole apple. At least there is an apple to eat.
Oh my God, good analogies throwing up wise today. Very wise words nowadays today are like wise coming from you. So yeah, for sure. And I think a lot of realtor is the number one thing is this one actually, where they start from deciding which they have to choose. Like, okay, oh, they don't have any desk fee, there is no split. What it will do for you if you don't know anything and there is no training, there is no support, there is no help, there is no marketing support. So you don't have any business yet, so you should be willing to pay some fees in return if they are giving you some good trainings and support, and some resources are there for you. So this is something is very important to understand for those people who just focus on like how much we're paying, how much we are paying, instead of what value we're getting.
Exactly. So the next topic is you need to understand staging. For example, staging. Who's paying for staging? Marketing, advertising cost, right? So ask those questions, right, so that you're not held with a staging bill, right, of like $5,000 to $6,000 for the house, right? So it's very important to ask the questions that, okay, um, Does my split cover staging? Does the brokerage cover staging? Who pays for staging? Does the customer pay for staging, right? Or does the brokerage pay for staging, or does the realtor pay for staging? And what are the advertising costs I have to share? What are the marketing costs I have to share? If you're providing leads, do I have to pay for the leads? Or if you are providing leads, if I'm not paying, then how are you actually investing that money? Either is it through splits, right? So your thoughts, Yuria?
Very aware of if a lot of brokerages are sharing, giving you leads, but in return they are taking a part of your commission as well. So instead of, if say if you have a $25,000 commission coming up and you are at the 50 split because you got that lead from them, so you're giving them almost like how much, 13,500 if my math is not wrong here. So around that you're giving to them, versus you have some marketing company that can do those things like around 2,000, and then maybe instead of one you can have two three deals out of it every month if you have those your own marketing system. So you have to think wisely that what you are investing and what you're getting in return, what they're giving, what they you are paying in return. So it's about being aware of what all the things you're paying for and what you're getting in return. This is very important. And also even for the listing side, you need to know, like, brokerages also have like international different ways of advertising and marketing. So where they are posting, what kind of tools and resources they are providing if when there is a new listing comes, what are marketing channels they are using as well. Maybe that can be another benefit to you when you are having a listing and you want to advertise something.
Absolutely. The other topic is to discuss if the brokerage is going to give you enough open houses and permissions to advertise other people's listings, right? So check all these things. It's important to talk to the broker of record, to the team leader, of all these items that we discussed today. Whether it is leads, whether it is splits, whether it is cost expenses, open houses, advertising of other people's listings, work life balance. What is the expectation of that? How many days you can work from home as to coming to the office, and all these things are important so that you don't face any horrors, and then you're selecting a brokerage of a choice, and then you're successful as a realtor. Your thoughts?
I want to learn more about this. It mentioned the last thing you mentioned. I didn't get it as such because I'm not a realtor. So maybe you can explain a little bit to me, and I can learn that, and viewers can. So what is this like open house strategy for? Please explain a little bit.
So open houses, let's say for example, I have a listing, right? Like I have a listing, but for some reason I am busy with another listing or something else, but I have to conduct the open house, right? So some realtors who are listing, they conduct their own open house, okay? But some others, what happens is that you can, although you're not the listing agent, you can have another agent from your office host the open house. And this way, you could potentially grab a few buyer clients and bring in the buyer clients to the listing agent, and then you get your commission, listing agent gets his commission. So it's a little bit of a sharing, but also you are doing a little bit of work by promoting that open house on social media, going and conducting that open house, putting up flyers, putting up your sign, putting up the open house signs, and actually conducting the open house, right? Although it's not your listing, you are conducting the open house, and this gives you opportunity to get the buyer.
Or the brokerage, if brokerage is allowing these kind of things to do, that you can promote other realtors within the brokerage, their listings, you can promote their listings and conducting their open houses, and then they are not there but you're collecting all the leads, and that's where he's busy, he's doing the what other thing that makes sense for him to be the best return, like best time spent for the other realtor, and then you are doing his open house, and then you're collecting leads, and then you're sharing some commission as well with that realtor. So that's something is like a brokerage based thing, or that is something understanding between two realtors.
I mean, it is understanding of between two realtors. But sometimes brokerages don't allow you to do that, right? Or some brokerages even don't even encourage open houses. They're like, yeah, it's a waste of time. Don't, if you have a real buyer, bring it. If not, we are not wasting our time to do an open house. So it's all about what the brokerage believes in. Okay, so we at SaveMax, are big on open houses. We encourage our agents to do the open houses for each other, right? So this way, we are as a team, we represent as a team, and we help each other, right? So even with advertising listings as their own, like say if I have a listing at SaveMax, another realtor from SaveMax doesn't even need to take my permission. They have all the permission granted to advertise our listing, right? So this is some of the things.
Actually, to generate even free leads. I was teaching I teach this thing as well when I say like about how to generate free leads. So your brokerage will always have some new listing coming up. So if you don't have any property and any listing, you can share. You don't need to say that I am the listing agent. You just share the post as is and just remove other person listing agent name or whatever, and just say for more details give me a call, or I'll be more than happy to book a showing for you if you're interested. So for the other side, the buyers, sellers, whatever, for them they will get an impression that this is your listings. It's just like you are not saying, but this is perception, and perception is reality. So anyway, so this way it's very helpful. You can generate free leads using your brokerage listings. People even online reaching out to you, and then if you go in person do that, then the walk-in people can be your leads as well. For sure, very nice one. Anything else,
Absolutely.
wise, or you have completed all the
I
points
think
here?
that was it for today, and
Yeah,
then
that's all
we'll.
then. And for anything, if you are new realtor and you are not sure where to start from, ask Wise. Wise has also started a SaveMax brokerage, Superstar brokerage, where Wise is saying, "I will help you get your first deal done within first month." So Wise is very passionate and young broker who is himself very open to learn and give and share with others. So reach out to him, interview him as well with all the points he mentioned, and see if you are a good match to work with him under his supervision in his brokerage.
Absolutely, thank you, Huria.
Thank you.
And the same for Huria. Huria has helped me, establish a brand, and my guarantee, my USP for you guys, which Huria and I have come up with, is your deal in the first 30 days. Okay, your deal, make a deal in first 30 days by joining Save Max Superstars is guaranteed. Okay, so a big shout out to Huria and her team for helping me with the branding and also with the lead gen. Thanks again, and hope to see you again.
Thank you very much. We see you guys next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Sometime we can be a little late, but we will come. Take care.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.